Afternoon, everybody. Here we are again. My word, it is the 1st of July and the weather outside is not the 1st of July. But that's okay because we need all kinds of weather, I'm sure, and I'm sure it's sunny somewhere. But, not sure if, we're going to get any today. But not to worry. I say, here we go. I've got a different tile for us to try today. And I've also been asked by Tina if I can just sort of show her how to do the star on the Christmas set sort of stencil. So if I get a chance towards the end, and we've got a minute, I'll quickly whiz through that. So might get a full tile today and a quick demo too. So okay. You can see here I've got my my tile. I'm using just a cream one, but use whatever colour you like. It's entirely up to you. I couldn't sort of make my mind up, so I have brought in some coloured pencils. Regular pencil, tortillon, pen of course, and if you remember this from the very first Essentials set from the lockdown, then that's what I'm going to be using too. If you've not got one, please don't worry, you can sketch out a little bit of a shape, or if you've got one of the shaped tiles, then great, use a shaped tile as well. So okay, lots of things going on there. Hello everybody, thank you for joining. I'll try and do a little bit more of a talk at the beginning just so we can all get in there and take a breath. No, see, it's not even sunny in Nashville, so I don't mind so much anymore. Oh, Rhiannon, excellent. So what to do first with those Christmas stencils? My goodness. There's so much in there, isn't there? So here we go then. Right, I'm going to work on the, obviously, right side of the tile, and I'm going to go straight in today with a pen. Okay. So, finding the centre, you can do it any way you like, it really doesn't matter. Or as I say, if you've not got the shape, then sketch one out. It's not a big deal. We don't necessarily have to keep it towards the end. The stencils are always there as a guide, so it's not so bad if you've not got them, don't worry about it. Okay, just a bit there. Let me add that section in. Okay. Oh, hi Deborah. Hi Tina, Joe. Oh, is it dark in London? Oh, not to worry though, because hey, puts you more in the Christmas mood, doesn't it? When your stencils arrive, that's what you can start doing. Okay, so I am now going with pencil, and I'm going to line up and create not a thick border, just a fine border. Now you won't really see this when I've finished, but it's important that you see that you don't go too thick with this because it's going to have an impact on everything else that you do. So you can see there, let's have a look. Imagine my tortillon. You see how thick my tortillon is compared to. Alright. Oh, Patricia, oh no. We'll have to do these things. I hope your glasses are going to be super sexy then when you get them. Yeah, we all need to check them out, don't we? There we go. So, nice and light with this. I say it's only a guide and you're not going to really see it after you've finished doing all the work in your little space there. But there we go. So, it's about the same all the way around. Okay. Oh, Michelle, come on. Is it always sunny in Australia? I sort of have that image in my head. There it is. Don't let me down and don't tell me it's not. Okay. So that's that bit done then. Okay. Whew, next job. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of guide myself and find the centre here. And I'm just going to add in, see, just a little bit of a dotted line. You know, I'm going from point to point. There we go. And into there, just so I can work out where my centre is. And then whilst I've got the pencil in hand, I'm going to go in and draw a bit of a bubble. I'm sort of sketching it there because I'd like to have it sort of round if possible. There we go. All right. Okay, let's put that in then. Let's mark that in now. You see, you can use those lines if you need to, just as a little bit more of a guide, just to get you around that section. Okay. All right. So, just back to pencil for a minute, and looking at the space between here and here, I'm going to work about, let's put a little line in, it's sort of halfway. If it's not quite, it doesn't really matter. It's just, again, just a little bit of a starting point for us, so we know where we're going. Okay. So then I'm going to add another bubble in there. There you are. Don't worry so much if they're not round, it doesn't matter. You see that little pencil mark is sort of middle-ish of that bubble. Now, whilst we're doing this, I don't want you to think that this has got to be perfectly symmetrical in every way, and that's what's going to happen with the outcome, because it's not, and that's not what we're planning. We're after something that's truly unique, but we're not wanting every single side to be exactly the same. So just sort of breathe that out your system now and don't panic about it. All right, are we ready with this then? So looking at this bubble here, I'm going to start here and I'm going to aim this bubble towards this edge here. So I'm going to work my way around it, and then I'm going to come round, and then I'm going to come up to that corner point there. Okay? So then if I do the same again on this next bubble, around here and off to that corner there. Okay. Turning it round, around there and off to that one. And again, round this one and off to that one. Around, off to that one. So there's only one left. And then around and off to that one. Okay, so that's what we've got at the minute. All right, everybody with me? Those of you that are with me. Okay. So I'm going to go in a little bit larger now, just so we can sort of see where we're at. And so remember that this thickness here, I'm going to try and represent or reproduce that kind of thickness. So there, you see it's about the same thickness. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this around this bubble. See, it's a little bit thicker than we'd normally do an aura, isn't it? And then I'm going to take it all the way up to the point there. Okay? You see that? So same again here now. You see I'm turning my tile every time because I'm wanting just to be comfortable as I do this, because then my curves are going to be a little bit more natural and they're not going to sort of stop and start. Alright. Oh, okay, hi Jen, no worries. Okay, and this one. And round. And up into that point there. Oh, hey Fiona, hey, no worries, enjoy. Isn't it always lovely when a package arrives? Doesn't matter what it is, if it's a package, it's just always lovely. Okay. And this one. So I'm just repeating exactly the same what I did before, just working my way around. And straight round this one again. And into that one. Okay, let's have a look at where we're at then. Alright, so we've got this kind of shape. You can see a little bit of movement in it already. It's not quite done yet. Okay. Alright, so looking at this shape now then. What I wanted to do is I feel like I need to connect this one and this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the outer edge of this one here. There we go, the outer edge, and it's going to go underneath here and out and connect here, see? And then same with this one, yeah, and connect like so. Okay, I might actually take that one bit further down there. See, so I've got that thickness again. Okay, let's try that one again then. So let's go and do this outer one first. There we go. And then that, you know, and there, yeah, that's a bit better. Okay, so following this out into there. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? Should be that one into there. That's it. It's okay. There we go. I've only had one cup of tea today. That's what it is. There you are. That one and that one. And round here. There we go. To that one. And to that one. And this goes around here to here and into that one. There we are. That's better. There you go, look. Alright, so we've got this sort of circular shape in the middle, and we've got these little coils going up and round. So looking at this, obviously it's slightly unfinished here. So let's go ahead and join this one. Now I'm following the guideline that was there before. So that one there, let's get it to the top. And turn it round and round to that one there. Same again here and onto there. And turn it round and onto there. And then turn it round and to that one. And again, round onto that one. So all my lines now are all going somewhere. Okay. So this gap here that's formed, I'm going to do a little aura around, so into there, just giving it a bit of an edge. There we go. You see? And then this side, I'm just going to thicken up that line there. Okay. So if I turn it round and I do the same here, so onto this one, and just aura on the inside there, but then thicken up this line here. And again, turning it round and over that line and around, just thicken that line. Same again. Aura inside and just thicken up that line. And then to this one, and there we go, just thicken up that line. And into this one, and all the way up, fall around, and thicken into there. Okay, so that's where we're at the minute. Everybody okay with that? Alright, so you can see here we have gone a bit thicker with the aura than we normally do, and there's good reason for that. Because what I want to do in the centre, and you might, if you feel that you might go a bit astray, you could always sort of do a little pencil line just to help you out a bit here. But what I'm going to do is put a row of bubbles either side. See, now this time they're not touching the outer edge, they're just sort of filling in that central gap. And don't need to be all round and all perfect. Some can be bigger and smaller. But I'm just working my way around that shape, all the way up that line. You see, they're touching each other, but they're not touching the edges of the aura that we did. And then around this edge too. Well, it looks like it's going underneath that one there. Okay, so then if I take the next one, and again, I'm just going to fill it with bubbles, but I'm not touching the sides. There's no need to rush these, just enjoy doing it. And you know, if you feel like your hands sort of cramping up a little bit, just ease off the grip on your pen. Take it easy. There's no rush. I mean, there's other patterns that you could do in here as well. You could fill it with zigzags, or you could fill it with lines. And we did, remember the swirl one that we did not long ago? That could be quite a nice pattern to do as well. So that would work really well. And just making it look like it goes underneath. And then here's the next one. So same as before, just working your way around the shape. You see, you might not even need that pencil line if you've put it in anymore, because you're getting used to where it's going. And I'm just going to take my time working it all the way along. I'm not worried about what's been before, I'm not worried about what's coming, I'm just focusing on filling in that shape there. There we go. Okay. And the next one. And you might see as you're looking at it now that it's starting to create quite an ornate shape. There's a lot more detail starting to fill it in now. And all we're doing is bubbles, just filling in that space. You see there where that original pencil line was? We didn't need it. It's not going to be there forever. And just continue the way up. It's like an old Victorian brooch, isn't it? Something like that. It's quite nice. So just working my way around. Same again, just the same as before. We're not repeating for the sake of it. This is all just to help us sort of focus in, and don't have to remember anything technical or try and figure out what we're doing now. It's all there. We just got to add these bubbles. We're going. And so I'm sort of on my last one of my curls now. I'm just working my way around. Oh yeah, ball bearings, yeah. Could do, couldn't it? So imagine those little diamonds. Oh, imagine that, if these were all diamonds. Gosh, that'd be a brooch you perhaps wouldn't want to wear on a night out. There we go. So let's have a look at that. All right. You see how much it's changed from the first bit that we did. Okay. So you see my sections around this sort of section here. This is where I did my extra line that I didn't really need. There you go. I'm just gonna fill that in too and continue that pattern all the way around. See, sometimes we put a line and we think, do you know what, I didn't want that line there. I will do it, I know. don't see it as a mistake. Just think, well, I'm just going to keep going and it'll fade into the background. Not a problem. There we go. And this one. Okay. It is, isn't it? Yeah, very Celtic-esque. It's nice. Okay. All right, next bit then. Let's focus on this sort of central area. So what I'm going to do, I've got these sort of sections sticking out here. So I'm going to create a connection between this one and this one. And you see that I've not gone as thick as that. I've kept it quite narrow. And then I'll connect this one as well. I'm turning it round. And let's connect this one. And I'm going to do the same with the others. So onto this one. Then this one. And then this one. Okay. So let's go in a little bit larger now so you can see what I'm going to do here. So I've got these connections and I've got these spaces in between. So I'm going to aura my circle within those spaces. Just like that. Just going to work my way around it. I just find it easy to do curves if I turn the tile so it fits in with my hand rather than me trying to create the shape. Okay. So then I'm going to aura this line this time. So I'm going to go from here and I'm going to stop when I get to there. And from here to here. Okay. Oh, hey Marilyn. Oh, I'm so pleased that you've got them. But please hang on till we've finished and then go and have a go. But we do want to see what you've been doing when you've tried it, so that'd be nice. I wonder how many people are going to do the moon first and then move on to the wreaths. Yeah. I actually want to do a border around the one I posted on Facebook the other day. But it's tricky at times because I want to do things and I want to sort of spend time on my stencils, but then of course, you know, you've got to come up with something new for you. So I'm working on that too. And back in parcels and we're making, and it's all really busy and I absolutely love it. But I could do with one of the time turners out of Harry Potter. I could do with borrowing it from Hermione, I think, in a few extra days. Oh, the vine first. Orianne in the wreath, yeah. Oh, that's great. I love to see him. I think this is it. When you create these stencils, you know, they're always, because that's what I used to do for myself and do my own thing. But then I'm so excited to see what other people are going to do with them. It's part of the fun for me. So at least, you know, if I don't get the time to do as many of the designs as I want to do, I can almost live it through you, because you're doing them and you're adding the colours, and it's a lovely thing. You can see here that I'm following a pattern. So at the moment I'm auraing around those lines, but then I go back and I do around the circle. Okay, just keep turning. Okay. Once you've done round the circle, then you go back to the lines and you work your way around, just adding in those sections. That one there, and that one, and straight into there. Of course, that one. Oh, almost twisting myself off the screen then. There we go. I think I'm done. Yeah. And then back to the circle. Yeah, that's that done. You've got to keep a 6 weeks holiday. Oh, Carol. You could do a really big project, couldn't you, within there? You could start with lots of little ones. What about looking at all the tiles and reproducing a big sort of mosaic or something? Or, you know, looking at how they fit together, or one big page, and oh, that'd be awesome. Okay, I think I'm almost done with this. I can't quite get any more in, I don't think. Maybe a touch there, look. Alright, let's have a look at that. Oh yeah, Sue. See, it's just so different, isn't it? So, working on the outer points, it's just, if you've got space that is, you might have filled your whole tile with your shape. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to add a bubble on each point, and then sort of look for the middle space and add one in the middle. Okay. And then starting on one side, I'm going to do them slightly smaller, just so the ones I've just done stand out a little. And it's going to build those bubbles around the shape. And then into this one. So I'm just squeezing them in from one end to the other. And the next one. And the next one. Turning it round. Okay, just continuing. Following that line. Just squeezing them in. Oh, it is, Carl. Maybe I'm having a bit of a bubble moment. Yeah. But, yeah, sometimes, like you say, the repetitive ones is what you want to come back to. They work so well in lots of areas. But, don't worry, we're not going to put a little smirk on every single one and shade everyone. It's not what we're going to do. Okay. So once you've got your bubbles round, let's put a bit of an aura. So you see I'm starting with that one. And I'm not going to try and repeat that shape. I'm just going to add a little bit of a wavy line. See? And then around that one. And then a wavy line. I'm going to turn it round. Around that one. And then a wavy, and then around, a wavy. See, we're never going to repeat those shapes again, so I'm not going to stress over trying. Yeah, Carol, it is, isn't it? It's building. I mean, until it's shaded, but I thought we'd use a bit of colour today as well. To sort of give it a little bit of a change, but I'm not going to necessarily just colour the circles. I thought we'd do something a little bit different. There we go. And around there, wobble, and around this one, bit of a wobble again, a wobble, around there, down to this one. Okay, and just a bit of a wobble in there. All right, let's have a look at how that's doing. Okay, So, I mean, we could keep doing bubbles and building the layers up if we want to. We could go in and add in some little lines of bubbles on the end, you see? And of course, that always adds in room for our little zingers. And that would be quite nice all the way around, but I say I'm not going to do all of that today, I don't think. Let's just do a little bit of it. See how it's starting to... Oh, a new pen. Isn't there something special about a new pen and a new journal? That'd be quite nice. I tell you what's quite nice, my husband's just walked in and he's putting the kettle on. There we go. Woohoo! Got tea coming. See how they form ever so quickly. This wasn't going to do all the way round, but you know, they're not taking too long at all, are they? I'm going to do a bit of a curly one. Fill up that little corner there. Yeah, let's do another. There we go. Oh, no sugar, that's how I do it. Yeah, got to be loose leaf as well. And I do like my chocolate mint. It's very nice. Actually, it's not going to be if I don't get some ordered because I'm running out. Let's do another zing. Okay. Oh, Brian says milk, no sugar. And Julie says black, no sugar. He's rolling his eyes. I'm sure he would make you all one if he could. He's like that. There you go. It's really sort of really coming on ever so quickly, that, isn't it? And this sort of gives it that little bit of life. Yeah, he's a coffee drinker. Janet, he does tea very well. I suppose he has to because I don't really make tea. There we go. Put a little zinger in there. And another. You see how these are all going different ways? I'm not trying to sort of plan one way then the other. They just go in their own way. Oh, do you, Rhiannon? No, I can't do that. I have this thing about if a biscuit goes soggy, I can't eat it. I can't do it. It's got to be crunchy. People laugh at me, I know. It's like certain foods I can't put together. I can't mix them on a plate. That'd be great with one of those plates with spaces. You could separate everything. That'd really suit me. I'd be happy bunny with that. Oh, there we go. All right. That's sort of got a bit of a life of its own, hasn't it? Remove it. Yeah. Oh, Lindsay, see, that'd be nice. I could do the scone with the jam, but not the cream. Okay, I am going to go in first with a pencil. And where we did these original sort of swirls here, I'm going to add a little bit of pencil to this bottom section here. And then over here in that corner. Okay. So, same with this bit. So, in here and along there. You see, I'm putting quite a bit in there. I'm not being shy with it. Oh, I did a bit in there, didn't I? A bit in there, that's it. So a bit in there. See, that's sort of crossing there. It's where something is going underneath something else. So see, that's going under that section. This is going under here, and then that's going under there. Okay, so same again. This one going under, that one's going under there, and then that one's there. Okay. That one, and that one. So, in with the tortillon. Yes, Margarita. Well, you know, I suppose when the kids are younger at school, they have those kind of plates, do they? I know it's a bit childish, but it would suit me. See, I'm just softening the edge now. This pencil, I'm not trying to pull it all the way across. I'm just softening a little bit. There you go. See, just following that shape round. Okay. Oh, Emma, do you not? Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't manage to do all because obviously I'm looking at my tile and I'm working on that, and then if I look up, sometimes the messages are gone and I don't see them. But oh, I apologise. We are seeing you. You are welcome. There we are. See, look. Okay. A little bit in the centre. I am going to add that regular smirk, and I am going to do it on these. But I'm going to come and bring some colour in. Oh, Janet, yeah, that's sometimes the problem as well. And I can't colour and hold my tile and talk and type, so that would just be a bit scary. Yeah, it would be too much of a... Yeah. Okay, see here now, I've got these sort of sections, this sort of little starbursts. I'm going to add a touch of pencil either side of those. Just so they stand out, you see? See, I'm not really colouring, I'm just adding a bit of pencil. There we go. Just softening out, just a little. And across there. See how that now sort of starts to stand out? Oh, that's lovely. Okay. Oh no, Emma, you're definitely there. We see you. Okay. 3 colours. Let's say 3. Oh, excuse me a minute. Quick. Oh, sneeze. Oh, it's gone. Oh, there we go. So I have got the chameleons. I said I am going to try some other pencils. I've got some coming, and they're due tomorrow. So I'm going to give those a try. It's not just coloured pencils, but it's pastels as well. So I'm really excited to give them a go. But for now, we're going to stick with our chameleons, or whatever you've got. And I'm going to start with my darkest colour. And it depends where you want to go with it. You can go dark to light, light to dark. I'm going to start with the dark around the outside here. So where I've put that original pencil, I'm going in now and I'm adding in some of that colour. You see there? So I'm not really worrying about the shading or anything. I'm just going in and adding some colour. Oh, Janet. Had he muted me on purpose? Is that what it is? Like, oh, it's her again. Yeah. I know, I seem to be always on no 10 hours, 3 times a week. And of course, next Tuesday, I'm on the Royal Talons UK Facebook page. They're the guys that supply us with all those lovely Sakura pens. So that's a Tuesday evening at 7. And then, of course, I'm back at Create and Craft on the 9th. I've got 2 shows on the 9th. I really just sort of had confirmation of that today, so I will get back to you with more details with that one. You see now, I've actually gone in with my orange, and I'm just taking over where that red left off. I'm adding in some orange now. Now if I go a little bit larger there, You see how it's just worked from the dark red into the orange, and I've sort of stopped there. The same here. So I'm not pressing on real hard. I'm just being quite light with these, but of course every pencil's different, and I think you know your own. So, the chameleons, yeah, the chameleons are pretty good. I do like them, and I do like the polychromos as well. They are by Faber-Castell. I want to sort of work and see what others are out there, you know, because these companies do a good job, and I just thought it'd be nice to see what else is out there. So I can't even remember the name of them, but I thought I was going to give them a try, and I'll let you know what they like. Perhaps I'll use them on a demo, and we'll have a look at them. But so they're not here till tomorrow. So okay, so you see where that's sort of gone now from the red to the orange, and I've got sort of an orangey yellow colour. So let's just continue it on. Just working my way round. Because I've not particularly been the neatest person in the world, and I'm not trying to colour and go in every line. I'm just adding some on there. Because all the shadow's been done with the pencil to start with. Just going in and adding that bit extra. Oh, I know, Margarita. That's the other point, isn't it? They are expensive. Alright, and then I've got a brighter yellow, and I'm just gonna see here, I'm just gonna add, that's where that really wasn't any pencil at all, so I'm just gonna add a touch of that bright yellow there. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my darker red, and then I'm just gonna, where we sort of added that shade in before, just fill in and add some darker red. I mean, you don't have to do this, but it's nice to have a look at some different variations, isn't it? And if I can give you a little bit of guidance on adding a touch of colour now and again, it just changes things a little bit, that's all. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Alright, so you see there that after the red I can go back and add a touch of that orange in. Now if you're not sure which colours to put together, just sort of lay them out on the floor. Sometimes, you know, you've got to try and test them, perhaps put them, you know, a little bit of paper out and just give them a go and see what works. Some will blend better than others. You see? So back to your dark colour. Oh, Karen, yeah, I brought mine on the Black Friday deal. I don't know. Our Amazon accounts, eh? There you are. So I'm just working my way down and then up where my original shadow was with the pencil. You think it's nice, isn't it, to put the regular pencil on first and, you know, get the tortillon to do all the work and then just go in and add the pencil afterwards. Yeah. It's just nice, isn't it, with a little bit of colour. I'm not going in with my dark orange now, see, I'm going in with the lighter orange. Just adding a touch. You see, I've sort of taken now into doing little swirls. Just pulls it out a little bit. I'm not going to do much more on it. Now if I wanted to, I could keep going in and adding more colour, and so it gets heavier and heavier and deeper. And I'm not going to do that today because, as I say, it's nice that you can see other things and you try other ways of doing it. There's one more thing I am going to do is, you see where you've got this aura? I'm just going to go in and just fill in that aura there. And again, I could go in and I could press on, but we've done that before. This is just a hint of colour, isn't it? So by all means, build it up and do your own thing with it. I'm trying to give you different ways of doing things. There you go. You see, again, it's just, the line's just really, it's about as thick as my pencil is anyway, so. There we go. Let's have a look at that. All right. So, I don't know, so I'm not going to do any more on that. I think I'm going to go in and add some on my regular pencil, just round those outside edges. But, if you want to go in and use a little bit more colour, you can do so. It's nice to have that difference, isn't it? And that sort of combination between the grayscale and the colour. And you notice that usually we colour in the circles and create the gems, whereas today, on purpose, I've left them and I've coloured other things. And it just makes it up a little bit. There we are. So, a bit of pencil there. It's quite vintage, doesn't it? Because it's not been pressed on with the pencils and things. Let's have a... There we go. All right. See space in here where we put that thicker line? Let's just add a bit of pencil in there too. See, it's a case you have to sort of stand back and look at it and think, right, what else does it need? And the black line's there, yeah, it gives us enough, but it just needs a bit of pencil on there. There you are. That's better. Alright. Black pen, I'm just going to go back to my pen for a second. And I'm just going to thicken up and just sort of reinforce that line that goes around. So, oh. It did for a minute there. So, oh, I'm back. Are we back? It did. I died for a minute. Oh no. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to work with this stencil. As I say, it's out the original Christmas ones. There we go, look. Which is, we're going to have a look at doing, say, the star there. So, just a quick demo. There we are. And you think, how on earth is that triangle going to end up like that? There we go, so there's that one. And then turning it round, lining it up. And there. Okay, so we've got that. So, next stage, and I'm going to do it quite quickly, as I say, because it's just a quick demo to show you how it happens. So you see I'm starting with our, what we call our paradox, and I'm working in the centre. Okay. Now there's numerous ways you can use this. This is just one of them, and it'll just give you an idea on how it's done. So I could even, I could split up this space into separate triangles and do that, but for now I'm just going to work on doing this, and you just see where it starts to go. And it is a good thing. You really do need to turn it as you go, because if you don't, you can get into all sorts of pickles. So you're back to food again. There you go. So just working my way around, and I'm doing exactly the same line. I'm just working around the shape, see, each time. Just picking up where I left off and pulling it out, so I'm creating that same pattern every time. And from there. Now you can do this with any shape. It's just that, in the Christmas ones, a star was an obvious one to do, but you could do this pattern inside the tile we've just done, so you could actually put it inside there. That would look pretty cool if you wanted to. But, you know, some people like to do it with a ruler, and you think, well, that's okay. Oh, yeah, I suppose so, Janet, yeah, put holding your pen on while you turn. Then you're not going to lose your space. Yeah. You've just got to keep it going, you see? There we go. So I'm almost now at that point. Oh, I was saying, yeah, sometimes people would rather use a ruler, and I think sometimes if you do that, you lose that sort of hand-drawn effect, and you can quite easily lose your way if you don't watch it, because you know you've got this ruler in the way all the time. There you go. You see where it's sort of, you see I'm losing my thread now because okay, so that's the inside section. So then looking at around the outside, you see here I've got this pattern forming, and I want to continue that pattern. So I'm going to mirror image what I've done there, you see? So I've got a mirror image of those two. And then from there, I can continue the pattern just as I did before. Okay. And then moving on to the next one. It does, doesn't it, Sue? Mirror image, iris folding. Gosh, it's a long time since I've done that. I used to find, I don't know whether maybe it was the papers I was using, I used to always find it was a bit too thick when I'd done it. I had a card that was a bit too top heavy. Yeah. Ah, them were the days. There you go. And again, same helix, mirror image. And then you just carry on as before. Of course, if you don't do the mirror image, you are going to get a nice pattern, but it's just not going to be the same. So if you're not getting this, then it's just because you're not mirroring that first line. That's all it is. It's not that you're doing it wrong. It's just coming out a little bit different. There we go. You see where it's sort of coming together now, and that first line that you drew with that triangle just sort of disappears. And then of course by the time you've put your colour on or you've shaded it, there we go. And the last one, there to there. And again, same as before. And then of course it depends on how thick or thin that you do these lines as to how detailed it is. But that is where that's created. Yeah, you see that I've just added the shade here and then pushed it out and worked it round. But that's how it's done. So you use that stencil, triangle, you use it once that way, you turn it round that way, you fill in the centre section, and then you mirror image around the outside. So very, very quick demo there, but hopefully that sort of cleared that little bit up. And Tina, if you're watching, I hope that's explained it for you. But yeah, that's as simple as it is. It just needs a little bit of focus. You just need to sort of make sure you keep your eye on where your pen stops and starts. So, two different things today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope the tile we've done, a little bit different today, a bit more vintage, but quite nice. I actually might even go back in, and thicken the edge up just to sort of give that a little bit more of a lift. But it's entirely up to you. You can do whatever you like with it. Remember, it's your tile. So I hope that's been useful. So you've had a bit of paradox and a bit of that. So lots to be playing with. And I'm sure you're all dying to get back to your new stencils if they've arrived today. If not, they will be tomorrow. Everything's gone. There's a few orders that's in my shop that I just need to get to the post office. They're all packed and ready. Even Patricia's little tangle board, she saw me machine it. Well, I sent her a photograph of it being machined this morning. So if you're after small tangle boards, I'll put a few more on my website. They've been freshly done, they're still warm. And yeah, I will see you all being well on, on Friday. All right, so stay safe, everyone. Enjoy whatever's left of the weather, if we're going to have any sun. and I'll speak to you Friday. All right, you take care, everybody. Bye.